name because it kind of like reflects my feelings on the game. I only have prepared 2 screenshots because I developed it for this device and I couldn't figure out how to like project it onto the projector. It's quite simple. Kind of the field is the dark red area, and the white quadrangle is randomly spawned, and you control the black quadrangle by turning your device. Like I played with the device orientation API. It turned out to be super glitchy and super buggy, and it's incredibly hard to win. I actually didn't want to put like the coordinates on the screen, but it was easier for me to figure out if I could win at all, because sometimes the calculations are so buggy that you cannot win. So yeah, you're always able to refresh, and I also I got so bored that I implemented some music, and I hope it's loud enough because. Yeah, it's some jazz music, because jazz music, if I cannot win a game and then I have to listen to jazz music, it gets me crazy. And it's I guess the theme is more or less like the game hates me and I hate the game. So, yeah. Thank you.
I didn't do the game for the jam itself. Someone on YouTube called Let's Game Dev started the challenge where the game you have to create is pumped with an unexpected enemy. Also, I didn't start to develop the game today, instead I started to develop it yesterday, and that's what the result for today is. You can play by tilting your phone. Now it's running. As you can see, I'm moving my phone and oh my god, the ball is moving around.
Holy shit!
Right now, as you can see, I have to hit the ball. Oh my god, I hit the wall and I got time. So that's some kind of everything to the game. Maybe there's also some kind of a block you can bounce against them, and there's right now also another item which is this one. Oh, it's working nice. And as you can see, you not only can get an item, and you can right now, you also can tap on an item to remove them. As you can see, the blue blocking stuff, I could just tap on them and they disappear. And I can get combos and get more points and so on and so on. Okay, let's keep it short.
That's too late.
I'm sorry.
That's a good try though. You can't just say keep it short and not keep it short. That does not work.
I'm sorry. So that's some kind of everything I did for the game right now. The difference to tomorrow in the morning today, there are some items, and I'm not sure what I did today. If you want, I can show you later what the state of today in the morning was, but later.
I have one question. Who's the guy with the flashlight?
There are no flashlights. Those are lamps at the ceiling. And as you're moving your phone, you're changing the gravity. So the lamps are moving. That's why.
Funny lamp. Is that physically correct?
Yes, it is.
Great.
It is. You can see I'm moving my phone.
That's it. Yeah, I know. I see it's physically correct. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Right, I mean, my game, and I use the word very loosely here, can be presented actually in 1 minute exactly. So without further ado, there you go.
Are you typing the letters that you see?
Yes,
those who are puzzled is typing the letters.
The penalty for the long one?
Yes. It's not. I mean, yeah. So the idea is that you actually have to read the letters in order. So if you just do like this, then your score is going to go down, as you can see. Through that. So it's a bit more complicated than. And that's an I. That's an exclamation mark. Also, some words I read because I thought that looks cool, but. Thank you.
Excellent.
Okay, this is the revolution. There's the on the right side there's the king people. Hold on. On the left side there's the revolution people, and the planes can shoot each other. If they're out of shots, they can go back to the blimp. Hold on, wait. Reload. And they can throw flyers to the people, and the people will choose the side depending on the flyers. Depending on the flyers they take. So I don't know. Yeah. So I died. I never tried it with 4 players, so it's kind of okay. I think king wins right now. Oh no.
Possibly nobody would run now.
Revolution. King. I can't talk right
Who's winning now?
I think the game's stuck.
The ships are flying and the people are running around. That's too much detail.
There's like you need 10 people to win the.
What happens if you do it to someone else?
I don't know what's happening, why nobody's winning. Ah, we won! See, the blimp fell down. It's over. Sorry. What usually happens is if you get like 10 people, I didn't try the camera with 4 people, so if you get like 10 people, then there's the audio effect. The blimp of the enemy is falling down and you get a sound feedback, but I've never tried it, so that's it.
Yes, okay, it's our first Unity game. It's something like a moon walking guy who followed by an astronaut, and they have to find the pig grill. It's plus about it's an alien like a pig and a squirrel.
The astronaut seems slightly creepy. Only slightly though.
And you can see the Earth.
Slender.
Zombies on the moon. Yes.
How do they call them Duty guys?
No, Iron Skies.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
What do you have to find?
The pig grill.
Is it somewhere?
A pig?
Yes. It's a.
I played
Possibly.
it
Or is it like E.T.
here.
It's a pig and a squirrel.
And it's pink.
Yes, it's
Something pink.
it's
Yeah. It is.
pink. Something like a pig and squirrel.
And there is it?
You're running out of
We need
oxygen,
to
right?
find it.
It's a secret.
Are you trying to catch them? Heavy breathing.
Yeah.
It's
If you jump,
Yeah.
you lose a lot of oxygen.
the gravity is something like 5 or. Okay.
Well,
That's it.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it.
Yes. This project named Tank Battle, but there's no tanks. You can shoot like a gunner with optimated arrow to donuts. And you can drive around and shoot. Yes.
Oh, I think I died.
And it's very glitchy, buggy.
That's good, that's good.
There. Up
There
there.
am I. There am you.
Yeah.
Oh, you disappeared.
Yes. It's it's nothing special. It's only it's made by Blender Game Engine and in the code. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is a small, not funny, a bit stupid game, but it is my first Blender Engine game. And the aim of the story is you have to stay on the flying carpet that gets smaller and smaller. And it's like dancing a waltzer, but
Modernly.
yeah.
Can you win?
Yes. It gets infinitely small. Infinitely small, but it gets moving, so you have to keep watching the
So you can't win.
No.
So you were lying before.
That's why it's called Suicide Monkey. Yeah, I forgot the score and everything else. But it's not buggy, it doesn't crash.
Feature!
Yeah, thanks a lot.
We try to begin an adventure. Actually, the game hates us because we spent the whole time on bug fixing, and at this moment nothing works.
So the game did hate you?
Yes. And I can walk through walls and moonwalk, and it's supposed to be the walkable area, but when I click somewhere, he's walking somewhere. If I lift to the ground, I drive somewhere and get somewhere, and that's the whole thing. That's what we got so far, and we spent the whole time on bug fixing. And we just had placeholders for the graphics. That's all. Thank you.
The feature list is basically click somewhere, walk somewhere.
We just forget to download all the DLCs.
Yeah, it's a quest-driven game with DLCs, so it's actually like the other levels, which you can see here. It's like more or less a demo, which you're viewing actually. They can be brought separately and later.
So basically you do something and then something happens.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
Okay, so my game is a parody on Final Fight, or on these typical side-scrolling brawler games. Unfortunately, I didn't get that far, so it's basically just a Final Fight clone. So the idea was that you were basically, like in these Final Fight games, you just walk around and then you just punch everybody, and you're playing as the mayor, and you're hitting all your citizens, and they all get ill or whatever.
Perfect.
So they all, yeah. So they all end up in hospital. So basically, because you're the mayor, that means like an enormous amount of healthcare and stuff. So it's like that doesn't make sense, right? So I was thinking about having all those people going back to the hospital, and that all the costs would come back to you, so that you would have to try to not hit that many people. I was thinking of a reason for that, like, so what kind of a situation would it be? So I was thinking of a food shortage, so that you would go, you would have this city, and in the city there would be like, a couple of food items, and everybody races to get those food items, and everybody fights and brawls, and well, you as the mayor have to get that food for certain children and whatever. So you just have to try to get the food without hurting people. So that was the basic idea. It ended up like this. Let me see. Right. So there's 2 players actually. We'll start out with the cool one. That's the It's
Jacob, don't let me die. It hurts.
Damn, it's really hard.
Oh, you're going to say
Wow.
The game hates you.
The game really hates me.
Yeah.
Revolution.
Oh my God.
Finish them off.
That's a core already.
I have a question. I have a question. Why is everybody dancing?
They're not dancing, they're fighting.
Oh, they're fun. Oh.
Yeah.
Then we get revenge.
Oh, that one's there.
Well, actually, the game was running on my laptop or on my tablet, and it was running a whole lot slower than here. So it was a lot easier.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
waiting around, I guess. So I'm getting food. So that's it. Thank you.
So, that's our take on a game that really, truly, deeply hates you.
Bring it on.
Typical human. Why not touch the spikes? Jumping is no reverse. Press A to talk. Failure. Jumping is no reverse. Jump. To the recommend spikes. Press jump. Game over. Jump. I recommend spikes. Jumping is no reverse. Tether. Typical. Press down quick. The spikes make you way typical human. Typical.
Who wants to try? Here we go.
No.
Press A to jump and...
Typical human. I recommend spikes. Press jump. Jumping is no reverse. Press A to talk. Typical human. The spikes make you win. Typical. Typical human.
Oh, too easy.
Typical, I recommend spikes. Typical.
So sometimes in the course of human events, there is a government that oppresses the people. In that case, the people must oppress the government peacefully by making a peaceful revolution or peace solution. So in this game, you are the mastermind of the revolutionary forces that try to control capital city. The revolutionary forces are yellow, while the evil, oppressive riot police is some tone of blue. The city is divided into 11 districts, and you are sending your activists into the districts to create more activists by peaceful negotiation and discussion, while the evil riot police is oppressing peaceful demonstrants everywhere, trying to eliminate them and taking away their rights. So in districts that are controlled by the revolutionary forces, more revolutionary forces are spawned. While in districts controlled by the police, policemen indoctrinate more policemen. In disputed sectors where there are both policemen and revolutionary forces, they fight, the good fight. And the policemen oppress the revolutionary forces, while the revolutionary forces make the policemen think and go home and think about their life.
Get a headache.
Right. Also, while you are controlling districts, you gain special powers by producing leaflets which let you perform special actions. Yeah. Aim of the goal obviously is to control the evil headwaters of the oppressive dictatorship. Not so fast, my friend. We need to show the actions of the revolutionary forces. So the first action is the Song of Bravery, which makes your forces shielded from the oppressive police for some time. The second force is not this one, this is the third one. The second force is the reinforcements bus, which brings peaceful protesters to a sector of your choice. And the third action is the beer fest, which makes everyone happily disappear, both police forces and revolutionary forces. Start drinking and stop fighting. And so now it is time to end the revolution and to conquer what is rightfully ours. Please do it for us.
I conquer.
Yes. So we send more forces into the headquarters in order to end the revolution and freedom for everyone except for the policemen.
Why are returning?
Because there is too much protest and yeah, the house is full. Right. Okay, so thank you for watching.
The confusion over the title is reflected in our game, which is very much a prototype at this stage. So the story is that you're a werewolf on a graveyard and you're there to visit your friends. A rare occasion because it's a full moon and you gain your werewolf powers. So you dig down into the graves and visit vampires. But if you dig down too far, you lose the power of the moon and become human. So you have to return back up and to regain your power. Because the twist is, your friends greet you when you're a werewolf, but when you're a human, they will eat you. Like this. So,
good friends.
you know, it's really hard to differentiate between werewolf and human.
Like in real life.
So the game is basically endless, so you can dig down as deep as you want. And every time you dig down and you meet your friends, you get a score on your high score, but they will not vanish. So the deeper you dig down, the more...
so it's roguelike.
Yeah, basically it's a roguelike. Yes.
Is time longer if you meet a vampire?
Oh, there's no countdown.
Okay.
So you
because it was cool when you meet a vampire and you're time for werewolf longer, you can...
so you can combo, basically. Yeah, we wanted the player to have to surface, to go back up to the surface, and it would be becoming more dangerous every time, because the monsters would be free to roam your tunnels and just live. But yeah, at the time, it's really rudimentary. So enemies vanish when you touch them as a werewolf.
It seems you meet them when you're a werewolf. It's more like meeting people rather than meeting friends.
Yeah, we actually wanted to implement a high five animation.
Okay.
But you know, we ran out of time. Yes.
One question: what are these clouds?
It's rocks.
You can't go through them.
I thought it was skulls.
Oh,
this is the end of the world.
Yeah, this is nether.
No bedrock.
Oh no.
No bedrock.
I think you're
That's why it's endless.
What are you selling us?
Thank you, I guess.
Thank you.
So you're flying around with these two spaceship thingies, and they're connected by an energy net. And when you fly around something, it wraps around the enemies. And then when you press the rightmost button, you close the net and you teleport them out. And when you catch multiple things, you get bonus points for it. And when you catch everything, you get to the next level. And I have lots of different enemies there. In the second level, they move actually. It's a feature there. Yeah, what you are not allowed to do is the blue ships are not allowed to collide with anything. So otherwise it's gonna kill us. And when the net yeah, that's not a good level to demonstrate. Let me debug that. A moment.
It's too hard.
So, and you're not allowed to overlap the net. Some enemies, for example, use that to destroy it. And other enemies, for example, they change the shape. And then we have end boss levels, for example, like that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Especially when I'm looking on. Oh fuck. That was actually very easy enemies. Let me just show you the enemies that I worked on right now.
Laser.
I made the lasers more deadly, for example. That was balancing, making stuff more deadly.
Oh, Lux out.
Well, yeah, that's
But that's new health?
Sorry?
Before there wasn't any health, right now there's health.
There was always.
Health was always there.
Oh, but like regular could destroy you, like one thing could always destroy.
Yeah. The game is already playable. I will post the link. Post the link on the Facebook and Meetup events.
That was your time.
Holy shit!
Get away from the projector.
Okay.
So the aim of the game is to conquer the enemy castles. Can you please start the game? Just so this is the start of the game. So we have 3 players: a blue one, a green one, and an orange one, and each one starts in one corner. And as you can see, the starting castles spawn new knights over time, and the objective of the player is to conquer the enemy castles at the edges, and he can do this by redirecting the paths where the knights walk. So what the player is basically doing is choosing into which direction the knights walk from each castle. Yeah, and that's the whole game.
Yeah, something about the graphics. I did the graphics, and we chose the topic of having knights and not planets and ships, because it's more casual and people will like it more. Also, we have 3 different colors to have teams. Yeah. Also, we have some little cool areas like a sea or lake area, mountain area, and
Flying lands.
yeah, something like this. So you can see what kind of folks there actually are, and that's it.
Is it possible to win?
This game doesn't have an implemented ending, but the enemies don't spawn new knights anymore if you have conquered their castle. So it basically ends when you own all castles.
So it's single player?
It currently you could play it on a touch screen where everybody touches every castle you want, because we didn't implement an AI at the moment, but the plan was
so everybody can control everybody basically.
Basically at the moment, yes. The plan was to that you only can control your own castles, but the time will be come. Yeah.
I have a question. And the orange on the top, the green, white, and the blue left. But why is the left not on the sea and the green?
Yeah, I just recognized that now that you chose the colors to match the background. We just didn't see that when we implemented it.
It's possible to do it. Thank you.